Guys, this has been a talking point for a few weeks now. As you know, the NFL announced their halftime performer for the upcoming Super Bowl, and they're calling it a controversial choice. Bad Bunny, Puerto Rican international pop star, superstar, one of the most popular acts on the planet. The problem is, according to some, he is also very vocal about his distaste for President Donald Trump, specifically as it relates to the ICE raids that have happened throughout the country. So President Trump has come out and said some stuff about it. News pundits, social media pundits have all come out and said, hey, you need to change this. This is not a good look. This is not representative of America. This is not good for the NFL. Well, Roger Goodell came out today and forcefully backed Jay-Z and Bad Bunny for the choice of the Super Bowl halftime show, saying, quote, it's carefully thought through. I'm not sure we've ever selected an artist where we didn't have some blowback or criticism. It's pretty hard to do when you have literally hundreds of millions of people that are watching. He, Bad Bunny, is one of the leading and most popular entertainers in the world. That's what we try to achieve. It's an important stage for us. It's an important element to the entertainment value.
There you go. And bravo to the NFL. Yeah. Bravo to Roger Goodell. Okay? Because, and this doesn't matter what political side you're on, okay? Because who are you going to pick? If you start doing this, then you're going to have real issues. Once you buckle in on this, you won't be able to pick anybody, okay? Because they'll feel like anytime there's somebody that they don't like or there's an issue. And here's my problem with NFL America and a lot of the fans who, you know this, Kelvin, cried from the mountaintops. I don't want to see Black Lives Matter at NFL games. I'm just here for football. It's an escape for me. I don't want to see that. It's escapism. I didn't hear those same people when they gave tributes to Charlie Kirk. There was none of that. Where was the outcry? Why are we doing this at a football game? I'm not interested. People went to the mountaintops and said he deserves to have a right to voice his opinion. I agree. Everybody does. And so does Bad Bunny. He's not down with Donald Trump. It's fine. That doesn't mean he can't perform at the Super Bowl. If you don't want to hear Bad Bunny, guess what? Turn your damn station. Change the channel.
Tell him, Mike Tyson.
Turn it down. If you don't like Bad Bunny's music or you don't like him, that's what we've all done. You know how many acts at the Super Bowl a lot of black people weren't interested in? And guess what their choice was? Their choice was to either watch it or turn it off and turn it back on when the game came on. How dare people now, they want to remove Bad Bunny because he doesn't fall in line with what they want to do. The same thing. Oh, just dribble and play basketball. Unless, of course, you're Outkick or you're some other organization that has a different agenda and feels a different way. Then it's okay for them to talk about sports and politics, but not for other people. Come on, dude. Just be consistent. And I applaud the NFL for just saying, we're not going to open this can of worms. He was selected. We went through the process. And just like Roger Goodell said, whenever you have somebody like this, there are going to be people who like him, who don't like him. And we made a selection. And I'm glad that Bad Bunny is going to perform at the Super Bowl. I'm not even a fan of Bad Bunny. I just think that it's right.
Because you know what you're a fan of. It's standing on what's right, standing on principle. And I got to say, teasing you a minute ago, I think your Ohtani take is crazy. We disagree on so much. We have fun on this show. But when you ain't wrong and you right, I got to acknowledge that. And this is one of those things. Because this is where sometimes the hypocrisy screams loud. Give you an example. Blue Lives Matter. Blue Lives Matter. Get that. Absolutely okay. But then when you storm the Capitol and blues lives are harmed, oh, well, now they don't matter because you're trying to get your point across that you believe the election was stolen and so on and so forth.
So now we're going to kill cops.
Now cops can get beat up, get hit, and some of them took their own lives afterwards because of all the trauma, all of that. But I thought it was Blue Lives Matter. And so it's the same thing here. Free speech. Well, except for Bad Bunny, who has an opinion about ICE. And by the way, there are several lawsuits. This is the news me. Several lawsuits, several controversies, several things that are misconduct issues when it comes to ICE. You have whether it be states like Governor Gavin Newsom in California who are saying, well, why if they're ICE, which is fine, why can't they show their face? What is so bad? Police officers have to show their face. Other officers, FBI, everybody shows. What is this about ICE agents? They don't have to show their face. So there's practices that people are calling into controversy when it comes to ICE, meaning you can have an opinion on ICE.
Right.
It's okay. And the idea that Bad Bunny, well, I don't want him to perform. He doesn't speak American. First of all, speak English. Doesn't speak American.
Very
First
nice.
of all, Puerto Rico is a territory of America. So that's connected to America. Let's also start there.
Yes.
He's not even American. And then, to your point of this, no matter who I pick, if I'm Jay-Z who's running in Rock Nation to Roger Goodell, it's going to be controversy.
Well,
Someone, if I pick the who had it some 20-some years ago, a lot of people, black, white, Latino,
I'm not
Asian,
into
were
the
young.
Who.
I don't know who the who. Who is the who? And it's not about anything. It's just I don't
and
know
the Who
who
is
they
a
am.
great band, but a lot of people.
Absolutely. The Who is an iconic band, but a lot of people are like, I don't know them. It was a different time. It was a different era. And that's part of why they brought in Jay-Z and the Rock Nation was to bring it hipper. They were starting to lose people. They had performers who wouldn't perform, who were huge, who were like, nah, this is too stale and old. So now here we are. Last year, they chose Kendrick Lamar. Controversy surrounds that. People say, well, I'm not watching it. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. Guess what broke a record? The Kendrick Lamar performance. And I think people forget this sometimes. While you love the NFL and you have your team's logo tattooed on you, it's still a business. And Bad Bunny is the most streamed artist in the entire world.
Period.
And what do we talk about
Sad.
every Rob G gives us the here's the news schedule of the coming season? What are there? A bunch of universal games, global games. The NFL, the NBA, MLB
I don't see those
trying to
people
grow.
who are stopping saying, I'm not going to watch the game because it's in Europe or it's in Latin America.
You're watching
Where
the
are
game.
those people?
Some of you are buying tickets. And the NBA and NFL is trying to continue to grow its audience and grow globally. And he is a massive, if not the biggest artist in the world globally. They're going to spread the game, spread the knowledge. So the idea, again, if you don't want to watch, you don't have to watch. But the NFL knows it's going to be controversy no matter who they pick. And why not pick the most globally streamed artist who has a massive fan base? By the way, a large portion of our country speaks Spanish as well. Hello. And let him be entertained. And for 12 minutes of your life, you'll be okay. I promise. Roger Goodell stood on business and said the NFL sticking with Bad Bunny. And listen, he knows there's always going to be some controversy when you make a decision around a halftime performance. So it's one of the few times that Rob and I actually can applaud and agree with Roger Goodell. What about you? Maybe we're wrong. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you have some strong opinion on why Bad Bunny should perform.
We want to hear from you.
Either way, we want to hear. 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
Andrew in Bakersfield, California. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Andrew?
What's up, guys?
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Doing well.
All right. Good to talk to you. So my issue is this. I heard that Bad Bunny canceled all his tour dates in the U.S., and so he wouldn't come here, and now he wants to do the Super Bowl, and my question is, like, what's the difference? And
does he have a right to pick where he wants his tour stops?
There's a real answer behind that.
He doesn't want to be involved where ICE is showing up at his events.
He didn't want anyone being attacked at his events or being threatened or obviously.
Andrew, that's the reason why there are no events here in the United States.
The NFL, the Super Bowl is a totally different entity. And the concerts were never scheduled. And he all he did was just do them in Puerto Rico. And he did, I don't know, like several nights. I think like 2 weeks worth. And so obviously the Super Bowl, ICE ain't rolling up on the Super Bowl. This is big business. Right. So that's why he feels comfortable.
Andrew. Yep. Mason in the Bay Area, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Mason?
Hey, Rob. Hey, Kelvin. I first off just want to commend you guys for broaching this topic because, Rob, I mean, back to when you and Chris were on this show, you would never stray away from, dancing the fine little dance adjacent in the sports and political world. So I definitely commend you guys for doing that. I think you don't hear a lot of that in the,
No,
the toast, white toast, whatever.
Right. The milk toast sports talk radio.
Yeah.
Most people are afraid to have a real conversation. And all we're saying is, in this situation, the NFL did the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not going to agree with whoever they pick.
That's the thing about it, too.
Right?
It doesn't matter who. Some of that person's too old. They're too young. They're boring. I hate country music. I hate hip-hop.
Exactly.
Like, they can't please 130, 40 million people, so there's always going to be
I
some.
do have one question for you, Mason.
Yeah.
Are you shocked that the NFL, they didn't cave? The NFL did not cave.
I'm not shocked at all because, they tied their, rope around this horse or whatever you want to say, and they made that announcement. Why would they back it off? And, like Kelvin said, they're doing this globalization thing where they're, spreading out to different countries, and I think it makes total sense from a business standpoint. You are trying to get the most eyes on your product, and that's all this is going to do. I mean, I'm probably not going to be that interested in it. I don't speak that much Spanish in California. I know that's crazy, but, that's fine, though. I mean, it is what it is.
Mason, the only
Yes,
Spanish
sir.
word that I know is Paquito because women used to say that to me a lot when I was in high school.
Oh, my.
I'm just saying. Okay. Monty, look at Monty. So I was like, what do they keep saying?
Oh,
I didn't know what.
crazy.
Look at Monty.
I was going to say you're something else, but it would have been too close to what we're talking
Hey,
about.
Kurt in North Dakota. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Kurt? That was before I had a growing spurt. I want you to know.
Yeah,
Okay.
you were
Yes, go ahead,
5'5"
Kurt.
then.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, thanks a lot for taking my call. You guys are the best. Your show has heart and it has soul, and I just want to say amen to your take on this, Rob Parker, and your take on this, Kelvin Washington, and hats off to Roger Goodell. And I'm the piggyback on Mason. You guys are doing the right thing, and we don't see enough courage in our media these days, and it's a little bit of courage, but it's more than we're getting. So, anyways, God bless you guys.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, man.
Keep rolling, man. I love you guys.
Appreciate
Appreciate
it.
it.
Yep.
And
that
by
means
the
a
way,
lot.
Rod, let me add this. We're so sure of these types of conversations. You don't even have to agree with us. We can have the conversation.
We're all right
this
with
doesn't
that.
have to be, you better agree with us. But the idea that you can't talk about or can't have the conversation, that's not this. That's not this show.
How about Larry? Is this Springfield, Illinois, or Massachusetts? Illinois? Massachusetts or Missouri? Missouri. There's Springfield's everywhere. Springfield, Missouri.
I ain't gonna lie,
Larry,
Roger, you look like you were saying
I know.
rutabaga.
I
He
couldn't
was like,
tell.
rutabaga.
Larry,
What did you say?
how you doing, buddy?
There's a Springfield in every state.
There
Hey,
is.
I called a couple of weeks ago to give you condolences, our happiness for your Southern Connecticut State College
Yes.
box
Yes.
invocation. Hey, I grew up in that whole little area there, and right up the road is Harper, Connecticut, which is like little Puerto Rico. And I knew a lot of Puerto Ricans. Of course, we always had little issues sometimes. Basically, I want to get to the gist of it.
Yep.
I'm a 66-year-old white guy living out here in Springfield, Missouri. There's no flavor of any sort like that out here. That bunny spans a lot of genres. Maybe people don't know it. He's not only a great athlete, he's a great wrestler. He's a great ambassador. He's entertaining. His music is soothing. He's a perfect choice
There
for
you go.
halftime. They have so much crap on. He's the entertainer that came from nowhere and nothing, which that's exactly, you go anywhere in Puerto Rico, and I've never been there, would like to go, but there's nothing left. I think that our president should take a little bit more of his money. I think that Roger Goodell should take a little bit or a lot more of his money and build the infrastructure of that great little country, which is our country.
No doubt. Thank you so
I'm
much.
spitting, Larry. Appreciate you, Larry.
Thanks, Larry.
All right. Man, appreciate everybody for your calls.
And we love that.
Love it, man. Just have a conversation. It's A-okay
Don't
to
be
do that.
afraid to have a conversation.
Nope, absolutely. All right, Rob, so they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts, and while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share. Do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.